details tonight. In a Fox 19 Now investigation we broke last week, the Butler County Sheriff and 2 deputies are being sued, accused of false arrests and destroying dash cam video. Well, after 2 weeks of working, we have our hands on that video. Investigative reporter Jody Barr is at the Butler County Jail tonight. Jody, tell us about what's on and not on this video.
Well, Rob, a large chunk of video just does not exist, and we're talking a little more than 6 minutes of that dash cam video. Why? Well, that's exactly what we wanted to know from the 2 deputies named in this lawsuit and from the Butler County Sheriff himself. This dash camera video looks like any other. What's not normal, there is no sound. You'll notice the camera's clock reads 6 seconds past 3, then a blue screen. 2 seconds later, the video's back. The clock now reads 3:06 a.m. What happened to more than 6 minutes of video?
There was something probably on that videotape that the deputies did not want discovered.
The video was of Kevin Gray's traffic stop from December 2014. Butler County Deputy Jason Hatfield pulled Gray over, claiming Gray made an illegal U-turn, then committed marked lane violations. The deputy went on to accuse Gray of driving drunk. A jury found Gray not guilty of those charges.
The entire incident that night was completely caused and fabricated by Deputy Hatfield.
The video was recorded on Corporal Mike Brockman's dash cam. Court records show Brockman never logged that video into evidence, instead kept it in his basement for more than a year. Gray was in the back of this cruiser when Hatfield claims he interviewed Gray and he was slurring his words. When the video surfaced, it had no audio. But when we watched the video in the evidence room Tuesday morning, the next dash cam video on the tape had clear audio. For more than a year, the sheriff's office denied a video ever existed. That's until the first day of Gray's trial this past February.
After seeing the actual videotape played in court and noticing that 6.5 minutes was just disappeared, was deleted, then, it was a little easier to speculate as to why that wasn't produced.
Gray contends Deputy Hatfield lied about several other elements of the stop. The deputy also arrested Gray's passenger, Chris Ebbing, claiming he was not wearing a seatbelt. Gray and Ebbing say Hatfield told more lies about what happened next.
He was breathing heavy. It was seconds. He literally pulled me out of the car and I got one fighting. That's what it sounded like. I was in amazement. I was like, what is happening right now? What is going on?
Hatfield claimed in his report he walked to Gray's driver's side door, had a conversation with him, then eventually walked around the car to the passenger side to pull Chris Ebbing out. Then, Hatfield says,
he jerks me out of the car.
Ebbing started fighting him. That's something both Ebbing and Gray say is a lie. Dispatch records show the deputy had only 13 seconds to pull all that off.
I'm going to be at Dean Street at Milliken. I'll tag her in a second.
He said he's coming.
It's coming.
I got one fighting with me.
Ebbing and Gray contend Hatfield simply stopped his cruiser, walked up to Ebbing's door, and asked for his ID a couple of times, then yanked him out and threw him to the ground.
That's not enough time for his story to happen.
We made several requests for interviews with the sheriff and deputies Hatfield and Brockman. None agreed to be interviewed, but we found Hatfield at the courthouse last week. Have you done law enforcement honestly in this county?
No comment, sir.
Is there anything you would have done differently on the case involving Kevin Gray?
No comment.
Now, as for that dash camera video, Mike Brockman's personnel file shows he was counseled for not turning that video in. We cannot find any evidence in any of the records the Butler County Sheriff's Office gave us to show that anyone here investigated allegations that this videotape was edited. We tried nearly a dozen times to have Sheriff Richard Jones talk to us about the allegations in this report, this videotape, and his deputies. But as of tonight, the sheriff has not responded to those requests for interviews. Live from the Butler County Sheriff's Office, Jody Barr, Fox 19 Now investigates.